You're welcome back to the show. It's still Morning Spring on Western Spring Television, and we're back to the conversation. We're about to get into the conversation here in Osun State. There has been a report of an illegal mining process right here in a certain community in Atakumosa West local government area of Osun State, Oloja Ibala Community. Precisely. Residents of the Oloja Ibala community in the Atakumosa West local government area have fiercely opposed what they describe as an illegal mining operation in Atakumosa West, and that's by unknown persons in the community right there. All right, the residents have they've united through a protest, right, against the alleged unauthorized activities. And they have claims that their environment, their water, has been contaminated thus far. And so there has been protests, and then they are appealing to the state government, to come to their rescue and, nip this particular operation in the bud. We'll take a listen to the reports by our correspondent Joseph Atewe on Western Spring Television.
That's the voices of some of the residents of Oloja Ibala Community in the Atakumosa West local government area of the state, secretly fuming what they described as an illegal mining in their community without authorization. They complained bitterly that since the alleged illegal mining started, they can't drink or bathe with their water. Some of their buildings have started cracking, and sleeping or having peace of mind is gradually becoming a thing of the past as the alleged illegal mining takes place day and night. Out of frustration and alleged negligence from the state government, even after calls have been put through, members of the Oloja Ibala community held a peaceful protest over the illegal gold mining that has been happening for over 3 weeks in their area. Lamiu Shefiu, a member of the affected community, highlighting the mayhem caused by the participants in these activities, which he alleged has also killed crops on their farmland, which is their only means of survival. He stated that there are over 100 workers on site, and the community had, in their own way, informed the civil defense of the illegal activities, but no action yet.
Awani àti ìlú Oloja Ibala pẹ̀lú àwọn kan tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú Oloja Ibala tó jẹ́ wípé ní àwọn kan tó burú jáì jù kí àwọn ìjọba wa Demola Adeleke kí kan síjú àánú wò wá látara pé àwọn ẹyẹ tí ń ba nǹkan jẹ́, àwọn èèyàn tí ń ba nǹkan jẹ́ tán wá sílùú Oloja Ibala níbi odò wa tán láti wá máa wá àwọn góòdù bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo lé tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yin bọ́ǹbù bẹ́ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé ní gbogbo àwa pátá kò sẹ́ni kankan tó sunlé o.
Another resident, Yekini Latif, further reported the negative impact of the activities on their land. He said these activities has caused water pollution and insecurity as there is no guarantee of safety in the land. He also mentioned the threats they received whenever they confront the workers on site, while also pleading with the state government, particularly the mining agency, to curb the illegal mining.
We saw that the population of those people that are there carrying out the illegal minings are up to maybe like 200 or maybe 150 totals in numbers. And later after that time, we held a meeting in our community, selected like 2 or 3 people to go there. And people have been coward. They are afraid of going down to that particular premises. But fortunately for us, we saw like 2 or 3 officers, of which they had to go down to that particular place with some peoples. But on getting there also, with the phobias they are having, when they saw the peoples with the ammunition they are having at their hands, it's another thing entirely.
We spoke to the special advisor to the governor of mining and mineral matters, Professor Lukman Jimoda, who stated that they first saw what he described as a rumor through a social media handle on X or Ban Alert, and immediately rushed to investigate the activities but couldn't trace any activity even though there was a presence of mining tools. Honorable Jimoda said there is no mining license for that particular area and it would violate the Mining Act 2007, thereby accusing the informant of misinformation.
Anyway, we had the information sometimes ago through online. It was reported by Urban Alert. Of course, we went there straight to confirm whether actually there was illegal mining or not. We couldn't we couldn't at least trace any labourer there, but we observed that they have some equipment where they are trying to do the mining using boat. What we did was that we chatted using the coordinator to know whether there is a license belonging to that area. We discovered that number one, the state government is not having any license there, and number two, we discovered there is no single license within that domain. Ordinarily, what Urban Allah is supposed to do is to report that case for us to investigate rather than sending it online. There is a procedure. There is what we call Mining Act 2007. When you observe any illegal mining or any mining activities being done wrongly, you report to Mineral Resources and Environmental Management Committee, which is a committee of federal government.
As at 11:25 a.m. when the interview was conducted, the special advisor told us that he had just left the place and nothing was happening. As a matter of fact, we can't find traces, in his words. When our team got there at around 1:25 to confirm activities were ongoing, men in their numbers still mining on the site with a sound so loud, which contradicts what the special advisor to the governor, Professor Lukman Jimoda, told us 1 hour 30 minutes earlier. Meanwhile, Honorable Jimoda also noted that the affected area is under thorough investigation, urging the members of the community to comply with the state government. He assured the members to carry on with their daily activities as the government and other agencies are working hard to bring the activity to an end.
If you have any information on mining, you don't need to go to press. What you need to do is, when you go to press, you are giving them the impression they will just run away. By the time you report to us, we are going to do our own work. We go there with our security men. We are going to arrest them. And if you are illegal mining, we ask them, can you give us the license? Once you cannot give it, we hand it over to the police.
The residents of Oloja Ibala are begging the Osun State government to quickly intervene so the issue, they say, don't escalate, as they are tired of waiting for a positive response from the Osun State government. Joseph Atewe, Western Spring Television News.
All right, thank you for staying with us. Here you go. Okay.
All right, you've watched the video and you've seen and you've heard. We have one of the residents right here in the studios with us who's going to give us first-hand, information to corroborate our report on that part. We have Mr. Adaramaja Samson, who's a resident of Oloja Ibala Community in Atakumosa West local government area. You're welcome on board, Mr. Samson.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Morning to you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, can you substantiate this illegal mining that is taking place in Oloja Ibala Community?
Thank you. Permit me to start from this angle. Oloja Ibala, which is Elisha West, share a boundary with Oshobu, and in which my own domain share a boundary with them, with the stream cutting the two communities together. And that is actually the place where the illegal mining that we're talking about is taking place. And from all the footage you might have come across, that is exactly the point where the thing is happening. So my own community is not Oloja Ibala, but I'm from Ifelagba community, which we share the same boundary with Oloja Ibala. And whatever anything we are raising will affect Oloja Ibala, or whatever anything Oloja Ibala is doing will also have an effect to do on our own side as well too. So I'm from Ifelagba, along Elisha Garage Road, Uweba axis. The incident surfaced quite 2 weeks back. But getting to our own side, it was noted on Wednesday last week. And we quickly switched into action when we noticed some strange faces that we don't know within the community. And quickly, the people at the helm of affairs, the leaders and the council, starts to put a call through. Be of help in this angle, be of help in this angle. Unfortunately, we discovered that these guys who are invading the community are not the type of person that you can even have a means of dialogue with, because
we nominated a certain number of people to go there, and the message, or let me say what they are telling those rep that we sent there was not friendly. And we wouldn't allow any clash or loss of life. So we leave them. We went back to strategize and do a community meeting. Unfortunately, that was on Saturday that we are having the meeting. That was around 7 to 8:30. At the process of the meeting, we noticed volume number of bikes with passenger. The one that is less is 4, trooping in numbers. And by the time we count them, there are more than 50 or 80 that consent. So everybody, including to the children and the wives, shied away of these menace, and we quickly called them, please don't surface to these people until they find their way. And the people that our representative met then, they were able to discuss with them at large that, okay, did you have license for this? Any proceed, any information? And more so, we don't want this in our community. Unknown to us that the Oloja Ibala too are taking the same process. So it's now formed as if a collaborated effort. And that's why you see the protest on Monday, in which we mass march to this, your Honorable Event Center with this station. And from there, we also visit NSCDC.
It's a TV station.
Yeah, TV station. Thank you so much. Thanks for the correction. So, to this media house, and proceed to NSCDC office.
Right.
Because we called some of them and we couldn't see any. So we now felt, okay, if we should go in mass, maybe there would be a recognition of something to do promptly to rescue us from this menace. From there, we proceed to House of Assembly to drop, and if in which they receive our copy of letter and we receive a copy to the Oloja Ibala, and we want to believe that that will have covered it all. But unfortunately, till yesterday afternoon, the activities were still going on heavily. But all praise and thanks to the JTF and the Ministry of Mining and their surveillance.
Federal state.
Federal. We felt their presence heavily, both in our community and the Oloja Ibala community yesterday. And I think they are coming around, give us a kind of peace to sleep. Because ever since all these days, nobody in the community could even sleep for 2 or 3 hours. But that yesterday, everybody in the community were able to at least go back to bed, including me and the children. And we want to appreciate the federal government, perhaps the ministry that led the JTF down yesterday. And with your help in this August session, we want to appreciate you, because if it has not been you that have helped us and this JTF that has come around, only God knows the disaster that might have happened today. Because in Oloja Ibala, there was a claim that a lady was raped or something like that. I have not been there. I've not seen it. But I know from these guys that come to that have visited our environment, I can tell you they are fully armed. And they were even telling us that, are you not, worst, you can just release a bullet. And we are here fully armed. And if you are not careful, we'll take, and if you can even cite them and see that it's only a guy that understands the indigenous language, which is Yoruba. And couple with that, these are strangers who has come to divide the land in which we are residents. And we have been doing all lawful things as a lawful citizen of the state. Everything that we have there, everything that government has given to us there has never been a report on air or on media that there has been a breakdown of law or something. And if we have been doing our part, all right, we want to believe that at this point, we want to feed their infants too. Okay. And their impact.
Let's take it one after the other.
Thank you,
Mr. Adaramaja. Whatever we do here is for the public good, actually, and there is always a balance to what we do. This is your position on the matter, and trust us. The other camp, the mining ministry in the state, the information ministry, the government have a right of reply on these as well. But then we have a corporate social responsibility, and which is a core here in what we do. Public good, actually. So this is a challenge from your community or communities right now.
Community, right.
Okay, so now, have you been able to confirm maybe this portion of lands in which they were mining, maybe they bought it? Are you confirmed?
Bought it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That was the first question I tried to pose to my leader in the community. His name is Odofin. Is the chairman of my own community, immediate community, and
What's the community? I like you to
Ifelagba community.
Yeah, okay.
The one that I say is share boundary with
the other one. Right.
And the chairman was quickly enough to switch into action and get in contact with the people that are holding the land. And all fat on the table. No.
The land wasn't sold.
No.
By the owners.
No.
Of this land.
No.
So, if assuming without conceding, that would sound like an encroachment of property, actually. Now, in this case, since when did this start, actually? When did you first notice that something is being done in this area?
Coming to our own side, that's the one I think I can make claim of, and in which we felt their presence heavily on Wednesday last week. But from the source gathering, they have been trooping in from other community because the event is actually taking place on the stream. The space of land.
That's what that will have been my next question. This particular action of theirs, this mining thing, is it basically on the stream, on that water, or everywhere around the water?
From the footage you could see, sir, that they are not limiting it to the water. Even from the JTF that came yesterday, they can attest to it, or from the footage you can see, they are not basing it on water. Since it's going to be a geo surface something, it could be seen here and still traced to that place. And let's assume there's a structure on this place in which the person has tried loan and before you could arrest one. And the process of they are not going to mine a large piece. It's just going to be a tool.
But the effect
eventually.
What have you been able to discover with what they have done so far? What are the physical harms that you have seen?
Thank you so much. One, I think that is the one that really scared me, and in which I'm trying to make a plea to states, government, to help us look into, in which I've been hearing the urban alert of a thing that they have been doing something on it over time.
That's a non-governmental organization.
Thank you very much.
What have you discovered?
This stream that we are talking about, that event is taking place, is the same stream that we use to fetch, to irrigate our green veggies, in which they harvest to us, we consume. And I wish you could cite this water and see. And here is the water that in the year 2000, 2010, we still happily rush down there, clean our clothes when we don't have water at home, fetch little to drink, and also to cook. But nobody dare go there again now to do such.
It's almost useless.
I don't think the color has changed from inception of
the mining.
Not this present one. I think something has been happening over because if you could, this is the dry season in which the water, you can even see the stone. Now, if you get there, is as you cannot even see anything.
The color has changed.
Very. And this same water sees transit to the borehole that we think or we thought we sank in our environment. At the long run, life of ourselves, unborn children, the crops that will be harvested there, if we in that committee we've known and we said, okay, we don't want to consume it, how about our people in the town? If it does not affect me now, or my immediate people, who could tell that it's not going to affect my...
When situations like this and these kind of mining happen, there are many dimensions to mining, artisanal mining. The real, the big time miners and all of those things. With this that you are seeing there, are there heavy machineries there? Or is the artisanal miners, the people that dig with, normal equipment? Which kind of people do you think, can you ascertain who are these people actually?
I stand to be corrected.
And what level of mining?
I stand to be corrected from my own perspective. I can easily call them illegal miners.
Okay.
From those ones that we usually see online and Google and all the they will come with heavy machine, excavator, payloader, and thereabout, in which we will know that this is a federal government, either licensed person or coming from federal government themselves. But these guys comes in with all this lister engine, the fabricator boat with kegs. And if you even look at the guys that are there, you will be able to see that these are not even artisans. They are just unpick people that, okay, just come and do this for me and get more. Laborers. Thank you for that, Mara.
You said they are armed.
Very, very. And not only that they are armed, they are moving with, because like the other one that I told you about, that the Saturday that we're having a meeting, those guys that were being invited in, that match in with their machines number, I don't think they are part of them, but they are the hoodlums that have been contracted.
That's what I'm trying to get, so that we get it clear. When you say they are armed, who are these ones bearing the arms? Are they the
miners,
conventional state security personnel? Are you talking about the police there?
No.
Please hold on, sir. Are you talking about the Nigerian police and SCDC, state security outfit, or they are just non-state actors that have armed? Let's get it right.
Thank you. They are non-state actors. They are the hoodlums that was being hired by them
to protect them.
To protect them or to cause chaos in the community.
What kind of arms are they bearing?
Thank you. From their conversation, if someone facing you or somebody that you are trying to explain a peaceful word to that, please, this is what we don't want in our community, and could emphatically tell you that even in your community, you may not be able to release more than a bullet. We are fully armed here. You don't need any sucia to tell you that it's not joking. And from the footage that you have seen...
Did you see them with any arm, actually? So that we speak to specifics.
Authority to be able to...
Cutlass, guns, were they? Or you just feel...
No. In terms of cutlass, notice.
Okay.
Since the discussion or the thing has not gotten to argument per se, because that is where we manage it to be. We just manage so that it won't get to that stage. So there's not been a reason for them to pull out. But from their statement...
But you feel they have a violent tendency?
They are fearfully looking. Okay. Terrific.
All right. You talked about the fact that residents of the community have not been able to sleep for a while, or had not been able to sleep for a while until yesterday.
Yes.
How long do they mine for per time when they come around?
Since it's an illegal thing, they will also be very sure that there's time frame for them, even if it's a project. And since it's an illegal one, they will try to do all within their power to be able to harness as many as possible before they will be stopped. So you cannot say specifically this is actual time. They operate both night and day. But the unfortunate thing was that yesterday, there's not been an informant who has gone there early to notify them that something is coming. The footage you saw yesterday was still happening around 2:33 and 3:15. If you could go through the records. And if by 4:35 that I return back home, that we notice the JTF and the Federal Ministry of Mining and whatever surveillance coming around there with their heavy presence and at the other neighborhood, I tell you, they will have met them on ground. But all praise to God, they were able to move away with some of their equipment, hoping that they will surface.
Who moved their equipment?
The
JTF guys?
The JTF.
Is it that when the JTF guys arrived, then those guys took off? Or before they came, they've already taken off?
I want to believe an informant hit them earlier.
Okay.
The JTF cannot be matching them, and I will be matching in with them. No. We just notice their arrival, and before I could get my people in, they've gotten to the actual event list, but unfortunately, they were not able to pick one.
So that means there are different entry and exit into those communities.
Correct, sir.
So what exactly do you want from this community?
Thank you,
your
sir.
Communities. What is your bone of contention here?
My own community, Ifelagba community, that shares a boundary with Oloja Ibala at Akumasa West. What we are simply saying is, we don't want them in our community. That's all. So that the peace that we have been enjoying, the normalcy that has been so far, let it still continue. Like the one we just enjoy overnight, let it just be as before. Unlike what we have been experiencing. Because our wife could not stay in with the phobia. We could barely, if you are coming, you'll be seeing children running to come and greet you.
Okay, yeah.
We don't have that again because everybody has sensitized their children. No, and we have even been crying that the excavator, the bowlers, and we don't want them in our community. All these are the things
so
that
we are living in fear.
Very, very sure.
In those communities.
Sure.
And that should not be. Nobody should live in fear, actually. While businesses are done, but mining is on the exclusive list, actually. So it takes a long deal of a process. It's a federal government thing, actually, because the land might belong to the state, but the minerals belong to the government. That's by the constitution. But there are ways. Now, you started by saying that you made a discovery, maybe since last week, Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Or thereabout. For us to just be clear, were there maybe efforts, polite efforts, community kind of efforts, civil efforts to engage any of them to say, who are you? How can we help you? Or the moment you cited them, fear just gripped the whole of the community?
Thank you, sir. During the time that we are marching in, and our children and wife notice and bring it to our table, we peacefully move to them.
Okay.
Who are you? These faces are not familiar in our environment. So can we know you?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, someone who is on drug. If I feel that you visit this scene and see the kind of a thing that they are consuming, that might speak volume to whatever I'm saying now, not just using words from my mouth.
Yeah.
And in the process of discussing with them, with the notion they are having in mind, we were going with peace, but the response was what I told you.
They are not approachable.
At all. At all.
Have you gone to, well, maybe if that might help, the local government in your area to report to them?
Thank you. We deem it fit to visit the local government.
Yeah.
But as the urgency required, if we have to wait with the situation on ground at the local government, if we have to wait in that process, sorry, my brother, reverse might be the case at this moment.
All right, the joint task force that you said were on ground later in the evening yesterday. What was the intervention like? What did they say? What was the promise they left you people with?
Right.
Thank you. And that is why it seems as if we are charting them or we are praising them at this moment. It returned the community back to the normalcy as before. And in they are coming alone. I'm telling you, it's like someone who has gone through an heavy sun and hot weather, and you now enter where AC is. You feel relieved. And not only the promise from their leader that led the team of the JTF, while discussing with him, he actually told us that this belongs to federal. Why haven't we come to federal? Whatever you don't know is still your senior. The little that we know to move to are the one that we have moved to. But now that we have come to our head, thank you so much. And before they moved out, the whole place was barricaded with red tape and their stamp. I don't know if you have that fidget. I can still send it to you. And still promised to be doing some surveillance in the environment and any other loop that links the community, which give us a kind of rest of mind for now. And we are believing and we are praying to God that the state's effort, other sisters and brothers agency that will also switch into action to be of help to us, because this is election approaching. Who could tell who are these people? And this is how it usually starts. Before it becomes something that we may not be able to harness or address again. If they can jointly do it as it happens yesterday, I promise you, the peace that has been enjoying in the state will still continue.
So none of their guys remained on ground at the time. They all left. Or were there other security personnel on ground at the time the JTF left?
Those, is it those miners that you're talking about or the JTF?
The JTF.
And this is a security matter, and which may not be discussed as on her. They know their own profession.
Will you mean you said you had been living in fear and all of this? So if they came around, they left, and you were also left, with nothing at the time.
Yeah, sure, ma. We both left the same, but with the promise and with the principle and the policy of their office, they might have known the best to do. Because the one they even came to do, we did not even expect it.
All right. Quickly, before we wind down now, I understand the security dimension of this, and we'd rather skip that. The best thing is for those communities to be in peace, actually. And that's why, let me reiterate, this is your position on the matter. Other camps have their own right of reply, including the government as well. And of course, trust us to be on the matter and to have it. Balance is very key. And here we say it as it is. Now, with what we have in that particular report that was done, by one of us here, the special advisor on mining in the state, Professor Jimoda, you saw him spoke on the matter, and he said, that the information has gotten to them, and of course they mobilized to go there, and they saw that there was nothing, really, no activity was going on there. What they saw was, maybe just a few stuff on ground, and it looked like, a false report that was given on the matter. That's the man that's supposed to, he advises the governor on mining issue, and of course he's very much in the state, and he say it's more like a false report. And so what do you say to that? That's what the essay on mining said. You heard him.
Good.
Like a false alarm, yeah.
I have my opinion, and I will reserve my opinion. But from the footage,
for the purpose of this conversation,
I know, sir.
For the first purpose of this conversation,
yes, sir.
If it will help,
yes, sir.
It's good to make your
from the footage.
But let's speak to fact.
Yes, to fact now. From the footage you are able to see, and if your men are able to get to the scene, and with what I have analyzed here, that the JTF, their presence were on ground, and the events happened till past 3:30 yesterday. Which one do we now see?
Now, I'm asking you, what do you make of his position? All of these things you said, you have said it before. That's what the essay on mining said. He said it was a false alarm.
Maybe as at the time, he visited the event, he started the place. I am not aware, one, and I'm not sure any of our women in the community are aware of this. If any of them were, I can tell you, they will even speak more volume than what I'm saying. And if our advisor to the governor is saying this, good, but I will just pray that he can also visit the place now and cross-check the fact with the JTF and the Federal Ministry of Mining, so that if there's anything that they need to sieve and just oppose, so it won't just be me.
Okay. All right. Let's go on this quick break. When we return, the program will continue. Stay with us. All right, thank you for staying with us. On the home stretch right now, we'll be talking about how residents at, in Oloja Ibala Community and even Ifelodun Community, Ifelagba rather, Takumasa West local government have been decrying the case, of illegal mining in their communities, and they said, according to the representative that we have here, Mr. Adaramaja Samson, that it's quite worrisome, and degradation of their area, pollution of their water, the streams, and the seeming violent nature or approach of those that have come for that particular money. Mr. Adaramaja, let's end it this way. You have stated what you want on this matter. The representative of the state government, the SA Amini, Professor Jimoda, said he mobilizes people to go check. But by the time we went there, they didn't really see anything of note or significance. And so he has interpreted that as a false alarm. But you are saying, please not false alarm. That's where you live. That's where you have come from today. And possibly his emissary, Professor Jimoda's emissary, possibly by the time they got there, those guys, you said the JTF are already in action. So maybe they didn't see them. So it might just be a case of narratives on both ends. And I want to ask one question. You talked about the Federal Ministry of Mining. Who alerted them?
Thank you.
Because
from
they are involved in this matter.
Yeah, from their representative that I was able to chat with yesterday in the course of the event, he told me emphatically that they heard it from your program.
Yeah.
And that's why I sing the praise of this August station for your support to our community, to our state, and to our local government, in which the peace that you are praying that it should be happening to us, you also get it in double fold in Jesus' name. So perhaps, very sure they got it from your station.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Trust us to stay on this matter and more. And what we want is peace all over, from Atakumasa to Ishokan to Irewole to Bedore, everywhere. And why people have a right, either mining or agriculture or commerce or manufacturing, to go about their business, it must be done the right way. And that's the way it should be. Mr. Samson, Adaramaja, we hope there will not be Ija on this matter, as your name suggests. Thank you very much. And this will be the size of the program today. Just like we said earlier, the government, every institution, agency that is saddled with a responsibility on this matter have a right of reply, because what we do here is to say it as it is and all balance. Femi Oje's money. I'll see you tomorrow for the TGI edition of Morning Spring. Big shout out to the production team, the report team that has worked on the program.
All right, my name is Timmy Tope Ajijola. Stay on the side of the law.